Hello everybody, I'm Stan and today I will show you our newest feature, the Coherent UI menu kit for Unreal Engine. In this tutorial we will create a simple main menu with a quit button confirmation like this one. So let's get started. The initial setup is just an empty game mode, so we can edit the HUD class, this one here. So this is the blueprint for the HUD that will create our menu, and if we open it you can see these 4 boxes. I'll quickly go through each of them. This one is the view setup. You can see it's the same from our previous tutorials. There is one bit that is addition. This one here, we have Coherent UI variable that we hold in the blueprint. Everything else is just the same. And the next box is setup input. It will just enable the input for our view and for our menu essentially, and set the input focus to the menu. We'll have 2 other sections. The setup main menu section, which will deal with creating the main menu buttons, the new game options and quit buttons, and another one for setup UI menu. I'll delete these and go through each of them one by one manually, so you can get the whole picture. Now we have these variables. For the first one is main menu, which will hold the main menu object. The second one is quit menu, which will hold the quit menu object. The main menu object will hold the 3 buttons for new game options and quit game, and the quit menu object will hold the buttons for quit and callback. We have here quit menu info. The Coherent UI menu info is a struct that holds information that you want to set up when you're creating a menu. You'll see it in a minute. We have this struct, this array of Coherent UI menu button. This is a struct that has multiple buttons. You can see them here. It's a new game. The first button is new game. There is an option that depending on whether it's clicked or not will show a specific style for a grayed out button or not. We have options, that is grey out currently, and quit. The next thing we have is the Coherent UI. That's the view that will hold our menu. That's the thing that we have set up here. So let's get started. I'll get the Coherent UI and assign on ready for bindings. This event will indicate to us when we can actually bind the menu. Now there is a method called setup UI menu, which is seen here. It requires a view component, which is a view in which you want the menu to be displayed. it requires menu info, and it returns the menu object. Within the menu object there are two methods that are hide menu and show menu, which you can use as you wish. So I'll connect these and create or make menu info. The menu info has a few properties. A menu ID, which will be the ID of the div in your HTML page. In our case it will be just main. Parent element ID, which in our case will be in-game menu. An option whether the menu created should be visible or not. You can manipulate that later on when you have the menu object with the function specified for show and hide. And it takes and the Coherent UI menu also takes buttons array. We have these here, the one that I showed you earlier. I'll just get them and attach them. Now these two properties, main and in-game menu, will depend on the web page that you're using. The Coherent UI menu kit comes with this page, which is UI resources BP menu HTML, and if you look into it, you see that there is a in-game menu div inside it. Now the next thing that we'll do is to set the main menu. I'll just set and connect these two, and now we would like to attach button handlers for each button. Now we need a sign on button clicked, this one, and this event will fire every time any of the menu button is clicked. To find out which of the menu buttons is clicked, there is this string button ID, which we will use with switch on string, and we will get exactly the name of the button that has been clicked. I will remove the default pin option and add new game and quit. Let's see first for the exact name, because this button ID will be exactly the same with this label of the button. So if there is, for example, if there is a space in the switch on string cases, we also should have included a space. And I will add quit 0. Now on new game, I'd like open level and open the example map. Okay, let's test what we have so far. We have the menu, we have the quit that should does nothing, and we have new game that loads a new map. Now I would like to extend the menu with the quit confirmation option, and I would like to create a new menu which is to do with the confirmation, which will essentially have two buttons: quit and go back to the main menu. So I'll just use the setup UI menu again and connect it with this one. I will get the Coherent UI again and connect it like this. Now I'll use the already made Coherent UI menu info. You can there are two ways to create a menu info. One of them is to add it as a variable like this and make it of type menu info here, and you can add things here and add buttons. Or the other way is that I showed you earlier, is via the make notation. Now I'll delete this one and use the quit menu info, which also has two buttons inside. The first one is quit and the second one is go back. And now I'll just connect the menu info, set the return object of setup UI menu as set quit anyway set, and now I will add an even handler for the buttons of quit menu again. Essentially the process with creating the second menu is the same as the first menu. So I will assign on button clicked and register for first I'll switch on string, remove the default pin and add switches for go back and quit. Now when I click the quick button from the main menu, I would like to hide the main menu and show the quit menu. You can do this by using the visibility options of the menu objects. So I'll get the main menu, call hide menu from it, and then call the show menu option from the quit menu. So it will just switch them. Now this here will show the quit menu and hide the main menu, and this here should do just the reverse, the opposite of it. So on go back I would like to get the quit menu and hide it first, and then get the main menu and show it. And on quit I would just like to quit the game. now. You can see we have this error message saying that there are two boxes with the same name. I'll just rename this one. It doesn't really matter as long as one of them has a different name. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. We have a new game button that changes the levels. We have an inactive options button with nothing bound on it, and we have a quit button that opens the quit menu. If we click go back, it returns us to the main menu, and if we click quit, it just quits the game. This was all of the Coherent UI menu kit tutorial. Stay tuned for more from Coherent Webs.